We made it to the Narrows. Heather? Hello, my name is Ethan with Go There Do That, and I am in Big Bend, Colorado now, introducing the Zion National Park video, and that is because I want to emphasize how important the Zion National Park video is. For one, it's being posted on the 4-year anniversary of when Heather and I first went there four years ago in 2020. And the reason that's important is because 4 years before that visit, we went on a trip, it's about 8 years ago now.
2016, yep. Should we talk about like how it got started?
Yeah, because I'm still unsure about that. How did we go?
Sure.
4 years ago, around this time of year, I decided to turn around at this spot.
Well, so I mean, I guess the way it started was my in-laws were living up in Salt Lake City at the time. You know, we're gonna go visit them, but then I realized there were all these cool locations on the way. Some of them were like the Narrows or Arches, and I had this realization of like, well, these are real places. I could just go there. So then I talked to my business partner at the time, Matt. What if I just took a camera and made some cool stuff on the way? And he was like, well, if I come, we can make it a company trip, and we'll try to make something out of it.
And remember, it's nothing personal, it's just business. So here I am with Matt, one of the 3 individuals located on this photo. Matt, do you know where this photo was taken?
Zion National Park.
Do you know what year?
2016.
Where are some of the places we went to?
Angel's Landing.
There are songs and stories here that remind us of who we are and where we came from. Listen for them as you hike the trails in Zion Canyon.
And the Narrows.
So when we were at the Narrows, do you remember what you and I did?
We didn't do much of anything. Logan went in there as far as he could. We kind of stayed on the beach and waited for Logan to get back.
So there you have it, confirmation that I did not go down the Narrows in 2016. And I believe that your past self makes decisions that may not mean something in the moment of doing it, but your future self, upon reflecting, could find meaning.
How's that working for you?
I don't know. It's possible that I'll know in the future. Anyways, back to Big Bend. And at the end of the video, I say, anyways, back to Big Bend. And so now I'm trying to work that line into this Colorado video I'm doing now. So I looked up this place called Big Bend, Colorado, and here we are. So to answer Matt's question, how it's working out for me, as of recording this video, I still don't know. So I am going to go to Kansas to interview the other guy in that photo that I had and see if I can have an answer to Matt's question. So, to answer the question, can your past self do things that your future self will understand later upon reflecting and then you find meaning? I've still yet to find that out. So I'm here with Logan.
Hello.
Hi, Logan. I had spoken to Matt about this previously. He was the one that stayed behind, and then you had went ahead. Do you remember?
Yeah, we didn't realize that in order to hike into it, you had to get your feet wet. And I was like, so what? So I just started walking in there. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go around the corner, see what's around the corner, because it's cool. I thought I was in there for about 5 minutes. I come back out, it'd been like 40 minutes. And you guys were just waiting there for me.
So that's additional proof that I did stay behind. And then I came back with Heather later. I want to emphasize the importance of this video for Zion. It's so important that I'm even gonna talk about it at the highest point in Colorado. Hello, I'm at the top of Pikes Peak, or 14,114 feet, to tell you that the November of 2020 trip to Zion that Heather and I took meant a lot to me.
As long as you know where you're going, I'll just follow you.
Good. I think a habit I have with city government is like I have to explain it perfectly, and it's like, just trust me, man. Just trust me. It's gonna make sense later. Whoever lays out these boards, thanks. Once we're over the initial weirdness of interviewing your friend on camera, this is like forever. But in 2020, before I was able to go on this trip to Zion. There was a very real job and responsibility that I had. We changed our game plan, and so that is where the first interference, I think, came when asking off for more than a week. But this is where my dear friend Zach comes into the picture. How did we know each other?
I was an intern for the tourism department for the city of Round Rock where we worked together. HR went to them and they were like, hey, this kid's way over his hours. So they were like, hey, you have a little time left. And I was like, this is crazy. This wasn't supposed to happen. So then I went to Ethan. I was like, hey, I don't have a job anymore, basically like the next couple weeks. And he said, well, I need help. They were weekly or bi-weekly meetings that we had to have. And I was like, oh, I will totally do that. That rigorous kind of schedule, it's like the council doesn't care if we have, this long adventure that we've been planning with our wife for, almost 4 years. So it's one of those things where it's like, I didn't know that was, the point of it. I lost my job. You just wanted to go to Zion.
Yeah. So I'll ask you the question. Do you think your past self sometimes does things that at the time of doing it, you don't really understand it, but after reflecting do you have the answer?
Nobody has the answer, right? Like there's no reason why we should be having this conversation other than I randomly applied for an internship at the city of Round Rock. All these little butterfly effects brought us to this point. And it's the future looking at the past and trying to understand, the worth of, going through struggle. But if I had said like, oh no, I want to do my own thing, would there be a go there do that? I'm basically the pinnacle for all of this.
This is the man behind the curtain.
Without me, there's nothing.
Was it worth it? Sure.
Sure.